lifelines of national economy. In this part of our syllabus, we are going to see the different means of transport, that is, waterways and airways. Waterways. Since time immemorial, India was one of the seafaring countries. Its seamen sailed far and near, thus carrying and spreading Indian commerce and culture. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. It is a fuel efficient and environment friendly mode of transport. India has inland navigation waterways of 14,500 km in length. Out of these, only 3,700 km are navigable by machinized boats. The following waterways have been declared as the national waterways by the government. The Ganga River between Allahabad and Haldia, 16,020 km. National waterways number 1. The Brahmaputra River between Sadia and Dhubri, 891 km. National waterways number 2. The West Coast Canal in Kerala, Kottapurma Koman, Udyogmandal and Champakhara canals, 205 km. National waterways number 3. The other viable inland waterways include the Godavari, Krishna, Barak, Sundarbans, Buckingham Canal, Brahmani, East-West Canal and Damodar Valley Corporation Canal. Apart from these, India's trade with foreign countries is carried from the ports located along the coast. 95% of the country's trade volume, 68% in terms of value, is moved by sea. Major seaports. With a long coastline of 7,516.6 km, India is dotted with 12 major and 181 medium and minor ports. These major ports handle 95% of India's foreign trade. Kandla in Kutch was the first port developed soon after independence to ease the volume of trade on the Mumbai port. In the wake of loss of Karachi port to Pakistan after the partition. Kandla is a tidal port. It caters to the convenient handling of exports and imports of highly productive granary and industrial belt stretching across the states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Mumbai is the biggest port with a spacious, natural and well-sheltered harbour. The Jawaharlal Nehru Port was planned with a view to decongest the Mumbai port and serve as a hub port for this region. Marmagao Port, Goa, is the premier iron ore exporting port of the country. This port accounts for about 50% of India's iron ore export. New Mangalore Port, located in Karnataka, caters to the export of iron ore concentrates from Kudremukh mines. Kochi is the extreme southwestern port located at the entrance of a lagoon with a natural harbour. Moving along the east coast, you would see the extreme southeastern port of Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu. This port has a natural harbour and rich hinterland. Thus, it has a flourishing trade handling of a large variety of cargoes to even our neighbouring countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives, etc. and the coastal region of India. Chennai is one of the oldest artificial ports of the country. It is ranked next to Mumbai in terms of the volume of trade and cargo. Visakhapatnam is the deepest, landlocked and well-protected port. This port was originally conceived as an outlet for iron ore exports. Paradip Port, located in Orissa, specializes in the export of iron ore. Kolkata is an inland riverine port. This port serves a very large and rich hinterland of Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Being a tidal port, it requires constant dredging of Hooghly. Haldia Port was developed as a subsidiary port in order to relieve growing pressure on the Kolkata port. Airways. The air travel today is the fastest, most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport. It can cover very difficult terrains like high mountains, dreary desert, dense forests and also long oceanic stretches with great ease. Think of the northeastern part of the country, marked with the presence of big rivers, dissected relief, dense forest, and frequent floods, and international frontiers, etc., in the absence of air transport. Air travel has made access easier. The air transport was nationalized in 1953. On the operational side, Indian Airlines, Alliance Air, subsidiary of Indian Airlines, private scheduled airlines, and non scheduled operators provide domestic air services. Air India provides international air services. Pawan Hans Helicopters Limited provides helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Commission in its offshore operations to inaccessible areas and difficult terrains like the northeastern states and the interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttaranchal. Indian Airlines operations also extend to the neighboring countries of South and Southeast Asia and the Middle East. Air travel is not within the reach of the common people. It is only in the northeastern states that special provisions are made to extend the services to the common people. Summary. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. Waterways are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. It is a fuel-efficient and environment-friendly mode of transport. With a long coastline of 7,516.6 km, India is dotted with 12 major and 181 medium and minor ports. These major ports handle 95% of India's foreign trade. The air travel today is the fastest, most comfortable, and prestigious mode of transport. The air transport was nationalized in 1953. That is all in this topic. Let us learn about communication, international trade, and tourism in trade.